going on, everybody? Doing a Far Cry video again. It's my favorite game. Now, my friends, we're gonna go to a new region. But first, I gotta get some goodies here. Alright, let's see. Now, I don't know if you guys knew this, but online is different from offline. And had a recurring problem. See that right there? The MG42? Well, I didn't have that. Turns out, the most popular version is online for a reason. You get all these weapons. It's not only this, but yeah. Let's just say this is my favorite right here. Good old MG42. Now, if you don't mind, since I like history pretty much, I'll give you a little history lesson here in a minute. So allow me to indulge you in my knowledge of history here. See, World War II. I'm sure you guys remember that. I'm sure you guys have heard of World War II. I mean, everyone has. But there might be a few people that don't. So anyway, World War I was first. And World War II was even worse than that. But anyway, so when Pearl Harbor happened, and Hitler took power in Germany, all that stuff. I'm sure you guys know that. But anyway, this gun, MG42, it's, hold on, let me think a second. Yes, Hitler actually himself approved of this weapon. This was endorsed by Hitler himself. He loved this gun. So, in circa 1942, this came out. MG42, which stands for Maschinengewehr 42, which in German means machine gun in German. Anyways, this thing weighed about, from what I've heard, this thing weighs about close to 100 pounds. Just one gun. And the M60 is actually based off of this design right here. The MG42 is the granddaddy to M60. And pretty much all light machine guns for that matter. And this was feared by the Allies in World War II. And I will show you why, because this version is the most accurate. The main thing that terrified people is the sound. Sound, quote, like someone taking a piece of canvas and just ripping it. That noise. Which that's a little exaggerated, to be honest. But I've done research, and turns out this gun sounds exactly like it does in real life. And I don't know if you could allow me to demonstrate. I'm going to actually fire it once. I will say the only downside to this weapon right here is by the time you spend through all the 60 of your ammo in a firefight, your ammo for this is gone. 0. Zip. Because it just eats up all your ammunition. But this gun, it's basically 5 guns in one. 5 or 6 guns in one. It's good for helicopters, boats, vehicles, even armored vehicles, heavies. You know, if you're familiar with Far Cry, heavies are the ones with the machine gun and body armor. It only takes about 13 bullets to take one of those guys down with this. This is a powerhouse of a weapon. And you guys are going to see firsthand what this thing does. And how terrifying it will be to be on the other end. By the way, oh, you get a chance, guys. Listen and watch. Do you see what I mean, guys? That sound is just terrifying. Not to the one wielding it, the one on the other side of this thing. An MG-40, one machine gunner in World War II in the Normandy invasion, held back the entire landing force for a long time. I know one historical documentary said how long, but it was a long time for anybody landed at that beach. Because at Omaha Beach was the worst, because one machine gunner faced thousands of Allied soldiers and basically almost pushed the whole invasion force back into the sea because of this weapon right here. One German gunner held back a whole entire division of troops going ashore. So, this thing has a reputation. It has a reputation, okay? Now, I know you're going to say, oh, why do you like that so much? Because Hitler endorsed it. Well, it's not the gun that's bad. It's the people who invented it that are bad. And you notice the mercenary colors. I didn't realize this, but this is the exact color of the Nazi flag, with the swastika and stuff on it. But, oh well. I didn't do it for that reason. I did that because, hey, I like the color. It's called mercenary. And I just died. Well, this is typical because this is a new region and there's a roadblock. So, anyway. Now, if you play back this video and you didn't skip through all my rambling, I appreciate that very much. But I wanted to give a little history lesson on this weapon I have. And as you can see, and as I've shown you, this is one bad LMG. Forget, this thing's close to 100 pounds and they call it a light MG. I couldn't believe that. You know what? That Nazi. What's up, guys? Tom Hayden here. And for the umpteenth time, I am doing Far Cry 5 gameplay video. You see, here's a little context here. I just finished wiping up. If you've ever played Far Cry 5, I've been from John Seed's region. And I just defeated him and done a little stuff. And now I'm going on to Jacob Seed's region, which is the Whitetail Mountains. Which, by the way, if you don't know, this is the most beautiful part of the map in Far Cry 5. And it looks exactly identical to what Montana actually looks like. And, oh, there's a bear. Oh. I know, as soon as I walk by, he's gonna attack me. Wait, never mind. Never mind. Alright. Now, in case you're wondering, you're probably asking, well, gee, what gun are you using? And that will be an excellent question. Let me tell you about it. This is the Machine Gewehr 42. Or better known to people who don't understand German, the MG42. Iconic World War II era machine gun. Light machine gun, to be exact. This is a beast of a gun, boys. But but the problem is, you don't want to use this too often, because it sucks your ammo right down, and you don't have none. And plus, you have to spend money to replace it, and some people don't like the MG42 in this game because of that. I mean, guys, as you can tell how bad this is by the sound alone. I mean, listen to this thing. Alright, Allied soldiers in World War II called this thing Hitler's buzzsaw. As you can see, that scary noise that emanates from this gun when you fire it. Like, it puts fear into the hearts of your enemies. And, to tell you the truth, personally, I'm so glad the cult Eden's Gate does not get a hold of one of these things. Because it would be bad. Trust me, it would be bad, and the resistance would get slaughtered. Trust me. This gun has a history, and it has a reputation. From what I've heard about it in historical TV shows, which I love, by the way. I love history a lot. As a matter of fact, people are dumbfounded how much I actually remember and know about historical events that, of course, I wasn't there. I don't personally know. But anyway, Germany made this. Now it has another variant. The first one, MG34, which was made in 1934. However, it was a prototype. It was technically a prototype. I don't know much about the MG34, but I do know about this gun right here, MG42. Circa 1942. And what I know about it is this is stamped metal. This gun is stamped metal. And if you know anything about stamped metal weapons, they are very reliable, and the tolerances are loose, which means no jamming. Which means this is a reliable weapon. Very. And you're going to get to see again how good it is. See, watch this. I mean, just listen to that ripping sound. I mean, that is just... To an enemy, it's terrifying. But to the one welding it, it is an amazing sound. It's amazing.
I started to hear shooting and screaming. I think I started using them for target practice. You have to rescue them.
Absolutely.
Sir,
And I'll give you a little lesson on this no good scumbags that are Eden's Gate in this game. Okay? They are Doomsday Cult. And they use the supposed apocalypse to forcibly drag people into their bunkers and indoctrinate them with this special drug called the Bliss, which it is very nasty stuff. I mean, they use this to brainwash people into their cause, which is basically, if you don't join the cult, they maim you and kill, and they maim you, torture you, and eventually they kill you because you're not essential to their cause. If you're not with them, you're against them. Which basically, that's what happens. Whoever isn't with them is against them. And most of the Hope County is against the cult. The ones they didn't brainwash into. And see, they don't just do this to people. As you've seen that wolf right there, that's a Judge Wolf. That is their... They drugged up these poor animals to do their bidding. And judges are almost like a parody of Eden's Gate itself. Yes. They are dastardly, despicable people. But mighty warriors, all at the same time. For the father, which is their leader, Joseph Seed, calls them warriors of the project, which is Project Eden's Gate. And like I said, their whole aim is to protect people from the apocalypse, but using nefarious means of doing so. And see, they claim when they bring these people into their bunker, they're saving their life. But really, they're doing more harm than good. And some people would say their heart's in the right place. But, you see, me, I don't get into gaming politics, and because the fact that this is a fundamentalist Christian cult, supposedly. Yeah, people call this a Christian cult. But here's the deal. I dispute that. You want to know why? Okay, I'm a religious person. I go to church. I'm actually that denomination that everyone's scared of, if that makes any sense. I'm Pentecostal. But anyway, that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. What I'm saying is, this game got flack because they labeled it a fundamentalist Christian cult. That's what the creators called it. But I found that that's just people slandering this game. And I think, what I think about slander in video games, I don't know. I just think it's dumb. Because most of these people I've heard never even played this game in their life. Wait, I take that back. They have played this game in their life, but they have so much negative things to say about this game that they don't even play it. You know, I'm not one of those people. Anyways, I'm sorry guys, I'm rambling. I apologize for that. And I apologize if you didn't want to hear about my religion, what I believe. For that, I apologize. But I'm just being real, man, you know? Just being real. And anyways, I showed you this MG42 right here. And there we go.